Okay students, in previous video I have explained you how to calculate the mass percentage or how to calculate the percentage of all the elements present in any particular compound, and now we will see how we can calculate the empirical and molecular formula with the help of percentage of any compound, a percentage of any element present in the compound, or with the help of percentage mass percentage. So here, to understand that better, I have taken one example. There is a question: a compound is made up of sodium, sulfur and oxygen. There is a compound which is made up by these three elements, and the percentage of these three elements in the compound is given to us. Sodium is present 29.11%, sulfur is present 40.51%, and oxygen is present 30.38 given, 30.38%. In most of the questions, the examiner give you the percentage. If the percentage is not given, then we have to calculate the percentage also first by using that method only, which I have explained you in the previous video, that we will take the mass of the element in the composition in the compound and we will divide that with the help of molar mass of the compound. But here in this question, percentage is already given to us and the molar mass of the compound is also given to us, which is 158.1 gram. So by using this data, how we will calculate the empirical and molecular formula that we are studying right now. So first step is convert the mass percentage to grams. How we will convert mass percentage to grams, students? Automatically, whatever is the percentage, that is the value in grams. Because if somebody will ask you what is 29% of 100, so that is 29 only. What is the 40% of 100? That is also 40. And what is the 30% of 100? That is also 30. So whatever is the value, whatever is the percentage composition of any atom, that is the value in grams also. So there is no need to convert, it is automatically converted here. So we have got the mass in mass percent, we have got the mass in grams of all these atoms, that is sodium, sulfur and oxygen. Now what we have to do? Now we have to calculate the number of moles of each atom present in the element. कितने सोडियम के मोल्स प्रेजेंट हैं, कितने सल्फर के और कितने ऑक्सीजन के. फॉर दिस व्हाट वी विल डू, वट एवर इज़ द मास ऑफ द एलिमेंट्स इन ग्राम्स, जो हमने परसेंटेज से निकाला है, दैट वी विल डिवाइड बाय द एटॉमिक मास ऑफ द एलिमेंट. हर एटम का हर एलिमेंट का डिफरेंट मास है, उससे हम डिवाइड कर देंगे. सो डिटरमाइन द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स इन ईच एलिमेंट. व्हाट वी विल डू, सोडियम का कितना हमारे पास वैल्यू है, दैट इज़ 29.11 ग्राम. sulfur, the mass of sulfur is 40.51 grams and the mass of oxygen is 30.38, and we know that the relative atomic mass of sodium is 23, sulfur is 32.1 and oxygen is 16. As I have told you earlier also कि ये सारे masses आपको questions करते करते याद हो जाएंगे और कई बार ये most of the times exam में given भी होते हैं, so there is no need to worry about that. Now we will divide this value in grams with the relative atomic masses. Like, so for sodium we will divide 29.11 by 23, for sulfur we will divide 40.51 by 32, and for oxygen we will divide 30.38 by 16. So in this way we will get the number of moles in each element. So we have divided this, you can see sodium 29.11 divided by 23, it becomes 1.26 moles of sulfur. 40.5 was the mass and 32 is the atomic mass of sulfur. दोनों को divide किया 1.266 आ गया. Mass of the oxygen 30.38 is given to us and atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So we will divide it and it becomes 1.897. Now we will write all these number of moles here. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate the simplest molar ratio. Simplest, this is also simple, but अगर इससे भी ज़्यादा simple ये हो सकता है तो हमें इसे करना है. These are the number of moles, ये तो number of moles है. अब हमें क्या चाहिए? Now we want the ratio, we want the ratio. तो ratio के लिए हम क्या करेंगे? To calculate the ratio, we will see कि which is the smallest quotient in that. ये जो हमारे पास number of moles आए हैं, इसमें सबसे कम number of moles कौन से हैं? तो सबसे कम नंबर ऑफ मोल्स अगर हम देखें तो कौन सा था हमारे पास, 1.266. ठीक है, ये वैल्यू हमारी सबसे छोटी थी. ये किसकी आई थी हमारे पास, सल्फ़र की आई थी। सोडियम का आया था, सोडियम का भी 1.266 आ गया था और सल्फ़र का भी 1.266 आ गया था, और ऑक्सीजन का हमारे पास जो आया था दैट वाज 1.89। बट सबसे छोटा नंबर 1.266 है। तो जो भी सबसे छोटा नंबर होगा किस में, रिमेंबर दिस, इन नंबर ऑफ मोल्स, जो नंबर ऑफ मोल्स हमने कैलकुलेट किए हैं 3 या 4, उसमें जो सबसे कम सबसे छोटा नंबर है उससे सारे नंबर्स को डिवाइड कर देंगे 1 by 1। सो वी गॉट दिस हेयर। द स्मॉलेस्ट क्वेश्चन वॉज 1.266, और सोडियम के हमारे पास मोल्स आए थे 1.266, सल्फर के भी इतने ही आए थे बाई चांस, और ऑक्सीजन के 1.89। इन सबको डिवाइड करके हमें ये रेशो मिल गया। इट मीन्स द रेशो ऑफ ऑल द एटम्स, ऑल द एलिमेंट्स प्रेजेंट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर कंपाउंड इज़ 1:1:1.5। यानी वो जो भी कंपाउंड है उसमें सोडियम, सल्फर और ऑक्सीजन का रेशो कितना है, 1:1:1.5। Now students, see, we always want the ratio in whole numbers, but here this ratio is not in whole number. So what we will do to make it as a whole number, we will multiply it by 2. So when we will multiply it by 2, we will multiply these two numbers also by 2, though these numbers are already the whole numbers, but ऐसा नहीं कर सकते हम कि सिर्फ इसको मल्टीप्लाई कर दें और इन्हें छोड़ दें। So we will multiply all these molar ratios by 2, and what we will get now, we will get a new mole ratio, a new molar ratio, that is 2:2:3. Now all these numbers are the whole numbers. Now what we have to do, it's very simple. Whatever the ratio we have got, we will fix that, we will write that ratio with the elements. सोडियम का हमें रेशो कितना मिला था, 2, so we will write Na2. सल्फर का कितना मिला था हमें रेशो, 2, so we will write S2. एंड ऑक्सीजन का रेशो कितना था, 3, तो O3. इट मीन्स द रेशो ऑफ द सिंपलेस्ट होल नंबर रेशो बिटवीन the sodium, sulfur and oxygen in the compound is 2:2:3. And what we have said, the empirical formula is what, which contains the simplest whole number ratio of all the elements present in any particular compound. It means हमें अपने compound का empirical formula मिल चुका है. The empirical formula of the compound is Na2S2O3. Clear? Now what we have to do, yes, this is the empirical formula. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate the molecular formula also. For molecular formula, what we want the molecular mass and empirical formula mass. Molecular mass is already given in the question, and we have to calculate empirical formula mass. To calculate the empirical formula mass, first we will write the empirical formula. By this we can see that we are having 2 atoms of sodium, 2 atoms of sulfur and 3 atoms of oxygen. The mass of sodium is 2, and here we are having 23, and here we are having 2 atoms of sodium, so 2 into 23. The mass of sulfur is 32, and we are having 2 atoms of sulfur, so 2 into 32. The mass of oxygen is 16, and we are having 3 atoms of oxygen, so we will multiply by 3. These are the atomic masses, you know. तो सारे एटॉमिक मासेस को उनके जितने भी नंबर ऑफ एटम्स थे उनसे मल्टीप्लाई कर लिया, एंड वी विल ऐड ऑल दीज नंबर्स जो भी मल्टीप्लाई करके हमें मिला है. सो 158.1 ग्राम. दिस इज़ व्हाट, दिस इज़ द एम्पिरिकल फॉर्मूला मास. नाउ वी वांट n. n, as I have told you earlier also, n is equivalent to molecular mass upon empirical formula mass. Molecular mass given to us in the question is 158.1. आप पीछे जाके देख सकते हो, इट इज़ गिवन टू अस 158.1, एंड द एम्पिरिकल फॉर्मूला मास विच वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड दैट इज ऑल्सो 158.1. सो द वैल्यू ऑफ n विल बिकम 1, एंड व्हेन वी विल मल्टीप्लाई द एम्पिरिकल फॉर्मूला by this number n, then there will be no change. So it means whatever is the empirical formula of the compound, the same is the molecular formula also of the compound. Like in water also I have explained you कि वाटर का जो एम्पिरिकल फार्मूला होता है वही उसका मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला होता है. तो इट मीन्स कि वाटर में भी एन की वैल्यू अगर हम कैलकुलेट करें तो वो 1i होगी, इसीलिए दोनों फार्मूलाज आर सेम. सी स्टूडेंट्स, it is not important that molecular formulas and empirical formulas are always same. By chance in this question it is same. It can be same also, it can be different also. Clear? So in this way we can calculate the empirical formula and molecular formula of any particular compound. So I am repeating all the steps what we have to do First of all, we have to divide the percentage of each element by its atomic mass. Whatever percentage is given to us of each element, we will divide that by their atomic masses one by one, and we will get the number of moles. Now, divide the result obtained in the above step by the smallest value among them. Whatever smallest value we have got in the number of moles, we will choose that value, and by that value we will divide all the number of moles. Now we will get the simplest whole number ratio and simplest ratio, and we will see that the ratio should be in whole number. If it is already in whole number, if all the ratios are in whole number, if the ratio of all the elements are in whole number, then no problem. If it is not, then we will convert that in whole number ratio by multiplying with appropriate number. When we will get this simplest whole number ratio, we will put the ratio with the elements and we will get the empirical formula. After getting the empirical formula, we will calculate the empirical formula mass by adding the atomic masses of all the atoms present in that particular compound. After getting the empirical formula mass, we will divide the molecular mass which is given in the question by the empirical formula mass, and we will get the value of N. Then we will multiply the value of N with the we will multiply empirical formula by N, and we will get the molecular formula. Sometimes molecular formula is not given to us, and they have given to us some hints also by which we can calculate the molecular formula, molecular masses. Not molecular formula, about molecular masses I'm talking. Sometimes in some questions they don't give us the molecular mass, but they give us some other things by which we can calculate the molecular mass, that is density or anything else. So with the help of that also we can calculate the molecular mass. How we calculate the molecular mass with the help of density, that I have explained you in the video of mole concept. There was a formula at the end where I have told you how we can calculate the molecular mass with the help of density. You can go there and you can see there, and otherwise also when we will do the questions you will automatically come to know कि किस तरीके से हम करते हैं. In some questions they give us the vapor density and they have not given us the molecular mass. So molecular mass is equivalent to 2 into vapor density. So we will get the molecular mass. So different questions are there in the assignment. You practice that. Thank you.